Woodsydoc here. Welcome back to my channel. Well, we're still in shelter in place, so I have another fun idea of something to do with the family. Today, we're going to make wooden wands. Could be a healing wand or a magic wand. So let's go have some fun. Alright, so first step, which is actually probably the funnest step, is getting outside and finding a stick. Alright, it's kind of windy out and I have waves in the background, so hopefully you can hear me. But a couple things to look for when you find a stick. Number one, it has to be relatively strong. You don't want something that's going to bend or break easily, because you want to have this stick last a long time. Number two is try to look for some kind of defects in it, something that just makes it very unique and cool. This one here has this, like almost like a little burl type thing, or there's probably another little branch that came out of it at one point. So anything that has defects in it means later it'll be a place that you can add some kind of jewel or stone. Here's an example of one I had already made. So in this defect, I added some of these Herkimer diamonds, which makes it beautiful. Also one at the very tip. So the other thing is you want it to be pretty straight, not too curvy. I mean, a little curve is okay. All right, so I got my piece of wood. It's the one we found on the beach. It has this really cool lump on it. So first step, what I'm going to do is sand it. Now you can either use a handheld sander like this and go all the way around it, just make it very smooth and symmetrical. Or you can use, the mouse sander. I recommend a mouse versus a bigger one, just because it's such a small little item that you're going to be holding in your hands. And you know, basically when you do it, you're going to be spinning it around in circles as you sand, to make sure that you don't create an edge. You want to keep this round and smooth. Alright, so that was my daughter Dylan. She did a great job on sanding this, smoothing it. Now the next step is this broken end here. So what she's going to do is just basically hold that flat on the sander to smooth that edge. Same thing here. She has the option of breaking this off and smoothing it flat, or she can leave this little point here and then maybe add in some kind of crystal or something if she wants. We'll see what she does. Alright, so she has it nice and smooth. The tip has this little thing here, perfect to put a crystal in. And she has the bottom sanded nice and flat. The edges are rounded. So what she used was 120 grit on the sander. Now to finish it off, just with an extra little bit of smoothness, we're going to move up to a 220. Okay, so Dylan opted for the more natural look using the beeswax. I already have some made. I shredded the chunk of some beeswax, put it in a double boiler and melted it, added some olive oil, then let it harden again until it formed that paste. I have the honey behind it because it's Dylan's friend's mother who supplies me with my beeswax from Gold Rush Bay Area raw honey. Thank you, Valerie. next step with the beeswax, she got all the beeswax on, is at home, if you're using beeswax, you can use a hairdryer, it's perfectly fine. But I have this hot gun because I do a lot with woodworking. So she's gonna use this to melt the beeswax into the wood. You'll see it melt, it'll start dripping, and then she's gonna use a cloth to wipe off all the excess. Okay, so in order to put crystals in here, I will have to drill the little holes a little bit deeper. So these areas here, I'm just going to drill a little bit deeper, as well as the one on the tip. So Dylan picked out what she wants to put in her wand. She chose these Herkimer diamonds, which are my absolute favorite. I just love them. And so we're gonna remove those. She tested them out, and I'm gonna put some super glue in there, and she's gonna put the diamonds back in. You can also use an epoxy to glue these in. Well, I didn't have any super glue, so I'm going to go ahead and use some epoxy resin instead to hold her little diamonds in. Alright, so here's the final product of Dylan's wand. It's really cute. She put a crystal on the end. There's a little crystal on the tip. And she filled those little defects with Herkimer diamonds. Very cool. I love it. Very smooth. Feels good in the hand. So this is a really fun activity, especially right now while we're in shelter in place, because these are fun to have magic with. I have a whole other video. I'll see if I can post it, attach it to this one, how to use it as a healing wand. But just any type of magic fun for yourself or the kids, I think during this time was a great idea. So have fun making some magic.